Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Monday Night Raw review on Monday, July 26th, 2021. Hope you guys are having a great Monday night, man. Monday, because I know why most of you probably watching this didn't even watch Raw tonight. So, still hope you're having a great Monday, so just staying with the positive vibes. At the time of recording this review, it is 10:41. The main event is Charlotte Flair against Nikki Ash in a non-title match, in a championship contender match, which is what they love to call now. That's their new thing, the Champions Contender match. And I have no interest. I am not saying that the show was god-awful, the show was terrible. Last week was worse, I think. But I am just tired, man. Long day, 8 hours of work out in the sun, coming home and having to watch this for 3 hours, and having to do it again tomorrow. And if I wanted to, man, right now, I could have been asleep right now, but I wanted to come on and do this. Certainly know one thing. I am much looking forward to actually being at a show. I will be at Raw. I'm going to be promoting this for a couple weeks till the lead up, but I will be at Raw on August 9th at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. I will be there for my birthday. I will be vlogging, and my God, maybe I'll be interested in the show actually in person, because watching it from home, man, I'm bored and I'm tired, and I'm not even tired from the show. I'm just tired from my day personally. So we won't be here for long tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. We only did 3 videos last week. It was a very busy day, very busy week for me this past week with work and other stuff in my life, so I really didn't have the time for filming this past week. I was at the Phillies game on Friday night. That's why there was no SmackDown review. But we're going to get back into it, man. The stretch to SummerSlam and All Out. I tweeted this out earlier, that the stretch to SummerSlam and All Out starts tonight on the Big Fight Field channel. We are on that big 6-week stretch coming up. And then at the end of that 6 weeks, which is September 5th of All Out, at the end of that stretch, we get into football season. And it's going to be a big time. It's going to be big on the Big Fight Field channel, man. Talking about Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Can't wait. I can feel it, man. We're just 6 weeks away. 6 weeks until kickoff. We are 5 weeks away until All Out, I think. 5 or 6, I'm not sure. SummerSlam's approaching us. We got our first match announced tonight for SummerSlam, but just wanted to say that real quick, man. We're on the stretch to SummerSlam and All Out. I tweeted it today. Very exciting times here on the channel. You guys are going to get 5 videos a week. Raw, NXT, AEW, SmackDown, and I have to come up with something for that 5th video. I used to have the Big Fight Fuel podcast, but now I just really don't have the time for it because I'm at work almost every day. So I will see what I can come up with for the 5th video of the week. But let's get into this episode of Raw. We're not going to be that long here tonight, man. We start off the show with Nikki Ash. I heard rumors. I don't know if you guys did too, but apparently she was booed at live events this weekend in Pittsburgh and Louisville. And it doesn't shock me at all. It really doesn't shock me at all, because how are people going to take this woman serious if she is out there in her whole superhero thing and her super outfit and whatever, and She goes on and on about being superhero and whatever. Man, it's just stop. It's so annoying, man. It's to the point where, I would much rather have either Rhea Ripley or Charlotte Flair be the champion over her. It's getting to that point. I'm not there yet, but it's getting to the point, man. This gimmick is absolutely garbage. Garbage. And I'm sticking to the reason why she won the championship last week and why WWE pulled the plug on it or pulled the trigger. The reason she won the championship is because management has seen the fans' reaction on social media to the horrendous gimmick. And you know what they want to do? They want to put in our faces. They want to be like, hey, okay, these people don't like the gimmick. Fans don't like Nikki Cross's new gimmick. We're going to put the title on her. And we're going to make them suffer even more with this superhero gimmick. I'm sticking to that since day one when she won the championship and however she's the champion for. I honestly, early prediction, I don't think she makes it past SummerSlam. No way does she make it past SummerSlam. But that's the reason she won last week, and I'm sticky to it. 15 minutes of talking on the mic, yap. 15 minutes, opening segment. Nikki's out there, gets interrupted by Charlotte. Then Rhea comes out, and Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville make a triple threat match for SummerSlam between Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Nikki Ash, which I'm not shocked about. You saw it coming last week. And this weekend at the live events, both shows. Those three women were facing each other both weekends because they're trying to get their chemistry together before their big match at SummerSlam in Vegas. So I'm not shocked about that one. And that was the opening segment. Then we had Sheamus against Damian Priest in a United States Championship contenders match. If Damian Priest wins, he gets a title match over Sheamus. And this, I said in the beginning, man, this is the new favorite thing. Championship contenders match. Damian Priest won in a very good match. Probably the best thing on the show, next to probably the best thing on the show, to be honest. Damian Priest wins 12 minutes over Sheamus. Very good match. But the final reckoning gets the win over Sheamus. Sheamus's mask came off in the middle of the match. And seems like Priest is going to be getting a shot at the United States Championship at SummerSlam, which is the right thing, but they could have went about it a different way. They could have actually told a story about it, but instead, they opted to pin the United States Champion because who the fuck cares about the United States Championship? So, there you go. AJ Styles and Omos, they defeated the Viking Raiders again for the Raw Tag Team Championships. What did I tell you guys on the Money in the Bank review? I think it was either Money in the Bank or last week's Raw review. What did I tell you guys? I said that the Viking Raiders are more than likely going to get another shot at the tag team titles because they need something for AJ and Omos to do before they move on to RK Bro. And clearly we got that tonight as well. But I told you guys that the Viking Raiders were going to get another shot after they won last week, and that's exactly what happened. The match was fine. Thought it was. The Money in the Bank match was much better than this match, in my opinion. It's pretty clear, man, that AJ and Omos are being treated as baby faces by the audience. No one is booing AJ Styles. Everybody loves AJ Styles. They've had since day one. And they might have think it was going to work in the Thunderdome. But with fans back now, you know, they're going to look at those guys as baby faces because you got the perfect reason as to why they're a babyface team. You got the small, high flyer in AJ Styles with the big, gigantic giant with Omos. It's almost like Kane and Daniel Bryan. It's nowhere near better than Team Hell No, but it's kind of got that dynamic of you got the small, high flyer in AJ Styles, which is Daniel Bryan, and then you got the big monster who destroys everyone, which is Omos, which was Kane back in the day, 10 years ago. So that's the kind of comparison I think. I look at AJ and Omos. I don't look at them as heels anymore, man. I love AJ and I love Omos. And when I go to Raw in 2 weeks, I'm not going to boo them. You know why? Because I love them. I'm representing tonight AJ Styles. So there you go. Fine match. AJ beats, he pins Eric after Omos gives him a double-handed choke slam, and AJ hits the 450 splash. Drew McIntyre against Veer. Jinder Mahal's lackey, Veer. Shanky was taken out last week after, I believe, 34 chair shots, I think is what they said. So, we had Veer McIntyre tonight. Jinder Mahal threatened to sue McIntyre for what he did to Shanky. He had a lawyer there or whatever. Then McIntyre hyped up the crowd saying, should I apologize or should I not? Should I just kick Veer's ass? So they had a one-on-one match. The crowd was absolutely dead for this match. Kansas City did not give a single shit about Drew McIntyre versus Veer. And why should they? Who cares about this feud with Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal? I tweeted it out earlier tonight. This is going to be easily the least interesting feud going into SummerSlam. Probably next to the women's title on Raw. This is the least interesting feud because what are they really fighting over? Who cares about Jinder Mahal? The guy came back on television 3 weeks ago. He's been sitting in catering for I don't even know how long. And I didn't miss the guy either. So, Jinder has a chair. He gives it to Veer. Veer goes to hit McIntyre, but he doesn't because McIntyre comes with a Claymore. The chair goes into Veer's face. They call for the bell. And they say the winner of this match, by disqualification, is Drew McIntyre. And I'm like, wait a second. This doesn't make sense. You know why it doesn't make sense? Because Veer was holding the chair. He didn't hit McIntyre. McIntyre hit him with the chair with the Claymore. So how's McIntyre? I don't know. I don't know the logic of these people, man. I don't know. It is so on and off, mostly off. But man, it's so on and off with it. But and they don't care. So why should we? Karrion Kross, the NXT champion, Karrion Kross, against Keith Lee. So, I'm guessing WWE doesn't long-term plan these shows. So, my guess was they were writing for the script, I'd say, last night. Sunday night, before the Sunday night before the show, they started writing the script for Raw. And they were putting in the final pieces today, hours before the show came on. And they're like, you know what? Fans were pissed about Keith Lee losing in 5 minutes to Bobby Lashley. Fans were even more pissed when Karrion Kross lost in 2 minutes to Jeff Hardy. So why not we put these two in a match together? Charlotte Flair just beat Nikki. So, there you go. No shock right there. The Raw Women's Champion on night 1 gets pinned. She's losing that title very, very soon, man. So, she's not making it past SummerSlam. So anyway, back to where I was. With Karrion Kross and Keith Lee. These two suffered horrible, and I mean horrible, losses last week. So, they had the mindset of putting these two in a match together, knowing neither of them could lose. And Karrion Kross won. Straight jacket. Keith Lee tapped out. Keith Lee tapped out from the cross jacket. And Kross won the match. After last week, I still don't take Karrion Kross serious. Guy lost to Jeff Hardy in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So why should I take him serious ever again? I mean, I can't take him serious in the Samoa Joe feud. There's spoilers on NXT. I will not say those spoilers for you guys because I know there are people out there that want to be spoiler-free. So, I will not say anything. But Kross is losing that title at TakeOver 36. There's no question about it. Keith Lee. Let me get back to Keith Lee. Keith Lee feels like he's going through the motions, man. This man is not have the same intensity he did in NXT. He did not have the same excitement he did in NXT. And he is just, he's going through the motions. This man is literally going, I know I've said it a bunch of times already, but it feels like the man is going through the motions. And I have no idea when the next batch of releases are going to be. But if this guy was to be on that list of releases, I would not be shocked. As a matter of fact, Keith Lee would probably be better off somewhere else. Because clearly, WWE does not see his potential. They don't see his potential at all. So, there's that for you. Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was supposed to get an answer from Goldberg. He was supposed to answer Goldberg's challenge. Bobby Lashley didn't even acknowledge Goldberg's challenge. He moved on with it. And then came Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. The former Hurt Business came out. And both of them challenged Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley was like, I'll take them both on. You know, why bury one person when you can bury both of them at the same time, right? That's what they did with Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. You know, I tweeted out during Raw, a triple threat Hurt Business match at SummerSlam would be much more interesting and would be better than Bobby Lashley going against Goldberg. Let me tell you. That would be so much interesting than what we're getting now with Goldberg. But what did WWE do? They buried these guys in 4 minutes to Bobby Lashley. You might as well release them as well, because in WWE's eyes, what value does Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander have? None! They have none. Finally, this is the last thing we're talking about. John Morrison, Matt Riddle. Good match. Miz was out there squirting Byron Saxton. If I'm being honest with you, man, Miz on the wheelchair with the dripsticks and shooting Byron Saxton in the face, ruining his suit, that stuff was pretty funny. So I'll give them that. It was pretty funny when Byron Saxton was getting shoot with a dripstick by the Miz. That was funny. I'll give him that. Morrison and Riddle, two great wrestlers. Really like both of these guys. AJ and Omos made a deal. Miz and Morrison made a deal with AJ and Omos. So, in the middle of this match, out came AJ Styles and Omos. Omos grabbed Riddle's scooter. He broke it in half. Riddle proceeded to get distracted by Omos. So, Morrison catches him in this weird move. I don't know what it was, but it actually looked pretty nice. Hits the Starship Pain, and Morrison wins. Morrison beats Matt Riddle. After the match, Styles hits the Styles Clash on Matt Riddle. There were chants of Randy Orton. Randy Orton was not there. It was rumored this weekend Randy Orton is set to make his return next Monday in Chicago for Monday Night Raw. So we'll probably see him next week on the show. We'll see his return. And if that segment told you anything, man, we are going to indeed get RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw Tag Team titles at SummerSlam. And believe it or not, man, sign me up. Sign me up, because we need RK Bro to win these tag team titles. We need to get AJ Styles away from Omos. I know they're over. I know the crowd loves them. But AJ, they are running out of top stars on Raw. They have one in AJ Styles, but he's been in the tag team division for so long, helping out Omos. But we need AJ in the main event picture, man. He is desperately needed in that picture. So, that's it for Raw. That is it for Raw, man. Thank you guys for watching tonight, this review. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Got NXT, AEW, SmackDown this Friday, I promise. And then a 5th video coming up. I got to come up with the idea. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'll keep you guys updated. But be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are 3 subscribers away from 420 subscribers. So if you have not already, man, hit the sub button. I would really, really appreciate it, man. Comment down below your thoughts about tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from me in the video. And follow me on Twitter at Colin_Joseph and Instagram as well. Folks, I'll see you tomorrow night for the NXT review here on the channel. They're on Sci-Fi tomorrow night because of the Olympics. So NXT is on Sci-Fi tomorrow night. I don't know if Cameron Johnson is going to be on the review tomorrow. He is traveling to Charlotte, North Carolina for AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. He will be at the show. It's awesome for him. I don't know if he's going to be on the show tomorrow night. I'm going to talk to him tomorrow, and if he's not, I'm going to be running things solo here on the NXT review. And if he is, then it'll be original Tuesday night review, NXT, myself, Cameron Johnson. We'll be here tomorrow night. I'll be here tomorrow night regardless, talking NXT. And guys, have a good night. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy, man. I can finally go get some rest. Have a good night, guys.